his parents are living there also. So,
The family dynamic.
yep. So he didn't know how to use the capital in the home because it has a lot of equity. He has a lot of equity. So we told him we can either refinance or sell the home, right? To take advantage of that equity.
Mm-hmm.
If you sold the home, your brother and your parents are gonna beat you up.
Yep.
If you refinanced, then your brother probably is not going to want to pay the higher monthly payments because
Mm-hmm.
your payment every month is going to go up.
Correct.
So, what did we end up?
We wanted a win-win. What's a
Yes.
good win-win situation?
What
You
could
got
we do?
family, moms living there.
Yes.
And, when family's involved, there's something called a gift of equity.
Boom. Love it. Explain that, please. That was the first time I learned about the gifted equity when we had that meeting. Go ahead. Love this.
The gift of equity is when a family member owns a home and they want to sell it to another family member and give them a deal. The lender or banks look at the gift of equity as the down payment. So, for example, we got to look at the house is worth $400,000, right? But I want to. It's my family. I want to give it to my brother for $300,000. Because we're happy with that. I only owe $100,000 on it. It's a win-win. He could afford the payment, know. So, but he, but can he get a loan? He doesn't have money for a down payment. Well, we talk about the three things. One thing we need to add. Oh, well, that does kind of go under the third category with the down payment and closing cost. Is a gift. You can get gift funds. Well, it's a gift of equity when the family member owns the home. So we know it appraises for up to $400,000 possibly, looking at the comps. And and they want to just sell it for $300,000. Well, it's almost like you reverse it. So normal situation, somebody's selling a home for $400,000, then they're going to subtract the realtor fees, what they owe to the bank, and then they get the rest. Well, when it's a family member or somebody who owns a home and wants to sell it to the family and help them with gift of equity, we start with what they need. So I want $300,000 because when I pay off my loan, I net $200,000. I want to net the $200,000.
That's what he was looking for as far as the money he wanted to.
Yeah, I'm just using general numbers on
just
around it, right? Because the house is worth $400,000. I could sell it and make an extra $100,000, but I don't need to. After all the stuff, I want to help out family members. And
that gift of equity.
That gift. Wow. So what we do is you start with $300,000 because that achieves the seller, the family member who's selling it, and then you take $300,000, then you add the down payment. So it's not, it's kind of you have to kind of, the sciences. So you add whatever the down payment would be. So you can literally add $100,000.
So at the end of the meeting with my buddy, it came down to this. Okay, so I told him, if you can take advantage of the gifted equity, right? But before you do that and before you sell the property, it's a 1.3 acre lot. Why don't you go to the city? And this is my investor side.
This is where his investor side came in.
Yeah, I told him, why don't you go to the city and see if you can parcel off that land into half, into 7.5 acres, right? Or 0.68 acres to be roughly exact. And that way, if you parcel it off, if you divide the terrain, the property, your brother can have the half with the house. You keep the empty lot so that you can build later on. And not only that, you have property that you talked about from the beginning, because he did mention that he wanted to buy a property and possibly build on that property. But imagine doing the gifted equity. The brother is happy. The mom is happy because they don't have to move. The brother's happy because
that's the same deal. It doesn't really affect the value.
Yeah,
because it's really mainly on the structure.
Yes,
still a big lot.
Yes,
so it's going to comp out very similar.
Everyone's happy, right? The mother's happy. The father's happy. The brother's happy. It's going to be in his name. Robert, my buddy who came to me, is happy because he gets a 0.68 acre lot, right, and an additional $200,000 in the bank doing that deal. And so, wow, when we ended that meeting, Robert, what was his reaction to all this? He's like, wow.
Wow, the possibilities, and it's all right there. So
Yes.
easy.
He loved it.
And Raymond knows the footwork. Oh, well, here, let's go to the city.
Yes.
Let's go. It's not that hard.
No,
You
you're
just
going to have to
gotta-
pay some.
Here's where you stand in line.
Exactly. So that's just a process of doing, being creative, right?
Mhm.
And when I mentioned Robert was very creative when I restructured everything, his creative talent came out with my buddy as well with that gifted equity, and so my talents as an investor now came out, and so having a consultation with us, I think they were very happy. I mean, I wouldn't even consider it a consultation because we don't charge.
No, we all hung out on the pad. The pad
Yes.
was a wonderful, beautiful day. It was like
Yeah.
it was hanging out, is what it
Hanging
was.
out, we had some
Refreshments and some. You brought
Yeah.
out a tray of fruits and
yeah, my wife
berries.
she hooked
and,
it up.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So if you guys want to get together, and everyone's situation is different, as I mentioned, we can put it on paper. We can explain to you what is available as far as being creative and our knowledge within this industry.
It
and
doesn't.
put something together.
Yeah, the last thing you want to hear is, "Oh, let me pull your credit and call you back." That doesn't
No.
tell us. That doesn't tell me nothing.
Nope.
That doesn't tell me nothing. It's all about talking about your scenario, the three things,
Yes.
everything but the personal information. You know, everybody knows about their own credit. That, you know, nowadays,
Yeah.
you know, everybody knows more about where they work and how their income comes in. That's number 2. Number 3, your down payment and closing costs, who's paying it and how to negotiate,
That's it.
you know, comes down. Because right now, closing costs are the least of everybody's worries. There's some really good stuff coming out. Wow, I'm going to find out what I'm going to be able to announce. It's specific for San Bernardino and Riverside counties.
Nice.
So I'm going to find out what I'm able to now announce for first-time home buyers in those counties. It's going to be really cool. So there, you know, right now is a great time to buy. You know, I wanted to really speak to those
Yes.
homeowners who are hurting and surviving and spending all their money. And if you're overextended, man, before stuff gets 30 days late, you have to look at that one simplified loan. And if your credit's still good, man, Raymond can say it, what we would do, the combo program, you know,
Yes.
if you that's the best.
Especially
since
when
the
you have
beginning.
equity in your home that's sitting there doing nothing, devaluing itself because of inflation, right? Well, we all know that inflation is a silent tax, and unfortunately, a lot of us don't know. So give us a call, guys. You can call me at 909-553-1138. And again, we're here to help you guys. My wife and I, we're local investors here in the high desert. I have some knowledge when it comes to the industry of real estate. And we have a restaurant as well. It's called the Springhouse Family Restaurant, located at 16441 Main Street, Hesperia, California. Come on over.
Amazing food.
Thank you, sir. And you can reach me on my YouTube channel, Investing in Rentals. I Found My Passion, along with TikTok and Instagram at AquinoRay99. We're running out of time, guys. So, Robert, why don't you give out your shout out and information, please?
Yeah, you can call me directly. My direct number is 760-669-7813. If I don't answer, I always call back. It means I'm on the other line. My NMLS number is 322918. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. My YouTube channel is Mortgage Talk Podcast. Raymond promised we'll be getting more videos up, but we're all of our social stuff is kind of going. He does post really good stuff. So I work with an amazing company, FBC Mortgage. Best way to remember: fresh baked cookies. FBC Mortgage is an equal housing lender. Their NMLS number is 152859. I work with an amazing team. I'm on an elite team, hashtag Team Hartwell. Shout out to Daniel Hartwell. Runs really a well-structured system when it comes to the approach to you make it a good experience so that the buyer and the borrower has no stress and is in control. So my team, Sarah Spears, she's an amazing transaction coordinator and the best processor this side of heaven in the nation, Rebecca Coda. Both of them are so amazing, and give us a call anytime, 760-669-7813.
909-553-1138. Ray Aquino out and Robert Bummer out. We love y'all.
We love you out there.
Yep. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're clear.
So I wanted to do a little shout out because I like your shows next. So we already got next show.
Which one?
What's that?
Raymond knows.
I'll talk about what the wrong things we did that has hurt us, and we've come back from that wrong decision or something.
Oh,
you know.
okay, I love that.
Yeah, because one of my buddies texted me. He's like, "Hey, Ray,